Hey everybody, this is Susie L. Hi. I was originally going to try to do this video as a Periscope broadcast, but I have a new tripod and I'm not really all that used to doing broadcasts on my phone, and I usually use another device. So I've been jerking around with that for a while, and I finally decided I need my salsa right now. So I need to get my salsa fixed. So this, in case you haven't figured out, is a video about making salsa. I'm kind of a salsa snob. There's a lot of salsas I don't like, but my neighbor makes salsa that is like crack to me. Finally, a couple years ago, she had me over as she made her salsa, and it's not really a recipe, it's just kind of a guide. So I've been using her guide for a couple years, and it always turns out really good. And I like by the way, I like my salsa a little extra hot. So anyway, to start out with, what I did is I have these are 2 jalapenos. Okay. I have some garlic here too. Got some garlic, 2 jalapenos, 2 yellow hots, 3 tomatillos, and 3 habaneros. And these have all been blanched. What did I do with my knife? They've all been blanched, you know, and cooled. So now what I'm going to do, I'm sure you can kind of see this, is, yeah, this is not so good. Okay, move this. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just not do anything with the garlic. The peppers, I'm going to just cut the stems off, and I do not seed. I do not remove the seeds because, as I said, I like my salsa fairly hot. Same thing with jalapenos and the yellow hots. And if you, by the way, these don't have them right now, if you see black seeds in there, that doesn't mean that they're bad. Black seeds just mean that they're aging. It doesn't mean that they're bad. I mean, aging can be bad, but old, but it doesn't mean that they're bad. Google it. Oh, and the tomatillos as well. I think some people leave the stems on there, but I just don't like, I don't know, I'm funny that way, I guess. Okay, so now we have that all aside. And then I do kind of cut them up. Oh, and by the way, let me start out by saying too, or not really start out, I'm using my Bosch blender today because, well, for salsa. I have a Vitamix, so this is a really old one, but I do not use this for salsa, and the reason is it's got this spigot inside, it's got the spigot hole, and cilantro gets stuck in there and makes it very difficult to clean. And if you fix a peanut butter banana smoothie after you've made salsa and there's some cilantro in there, it really is not good. Okay, so I'm going to cut up these things and put them in the blender here. Just kind of like this and that. Put the garlic in whole, put the habs in whole. Just kind of chop these guys up. This. By the way, I am using my bare hands. If you're not used to dealing with hot peppers like jalapenos and habaneros, it's best if you use rubber gloves, or if you do forget and use your bare hands, do not touch your eyes. Don't take your contacts out or put them in for a while. Otherwise, you will be very, very, very sorry. Okay, so now I've got all that stuff in there. Bring the blender, here we go. Adding some salt. And I take a large can, this is 28 ounces, it looks like, of, these are diced tomatoes. I prefer the diced kind in tomato juice. Add that in here, but I don't want to be sloppy, so we're going to go like that. Then sometimes to get the little remnants out, I add some water in there, but I'm not going to do that right now. Rinse it out. Then the last step is to take some cilantro, and I just take the stems and all, stuff it in there like that. It's been rinsed, washed, and the interesting thing I found out is I always thought of myself as a person who really didn't like cilantro that much, and yet when I realized that my neighbor who makes this awesome salsa uses an awful lot of cilantro in her salsa, I guess I realized I am a person who likes cilantro. I just didn't realize it. Okay. Put a little more in there. Okay. Then this does have a reverse on it, but I'm gonna just take like a spatula, scraper, whatever they call it. I always get that term confused, whether it's a spatula or a rubber scraper. Do that, and then reverse it. Now taste it. Let's see what this stuff tastes like. And yes, it's really good. Very good. Okay then. So there you have it. That's my guide, not really a recipe, my guide for making really good salsa. And I owe the guide actually to my neighbor Simone. So thank you, Simone. Bye.